Welcome friends. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure your Linksys router to pick up an external IP address from your Linux server so as to share the internet to the client system wirelessly. So the first thing I'm going to do will be to open to the Linksys router. So I'll type 192.168.1.1. This will prompt me to type the default login, so I'll type admin, then type the password. I'll wait for it to load. So this is what I'll find. So I'll go straight to setup, basic setup. Then from here, under internet connection type, I'll choose static IP. Here I will define my IP address that I have gotten from my Linksys router. This could be one of the reserved IP addresses that I have from my Linux server. So I'll type here, I'm choosing 10.0.0.200. I'll type in the subnet mask, the gateway, then I'll define all the DNS addresses here. Then this system will list out addresses in the network 192.168.1.0. So my local IP address for the Linksys router will be 192.168.1.1 and the subnet mask is this. Then I'm telling it to give out 100 addresses, and I'm telling you to start from 192.168.1.100 and it's going to give out a total of 50 IP addresses. This will be leased out to client systems. So I have to enable this Dhcp server on the Linksys router, and these addresses will be given to the client system wirelessly. So if you define your IP address, one of the reserved IP address from your Linux machine here, the gateway and the DNS server addresses, and you specify the range of IP addresses you want to use for your Linksys router, these addresses will be given to the client system wirelessly and they'll start browsing. Then one other thing I need to show you here is that the Linksys router also gives you the ability to block sites that you don't want. So here, how do I do that? I'll click on access restriction, then I'll go straight to internet access. The first thing I'm going to do will be to type in the name for my policy. So I'll type blocking bad sites. Or you can choose any other thing that you want. Then here I'm going to allow internet access so that it won't affect those that the sites that I want to whitelist or made available to my clients. Then I want this to happen every day. I can also specify the time. Do you want it available for 24 hours or for specific time? You can do that. Then you can specifically block services, like if I don't want Telnet or FTP or HTTP, I will just define them here. And the system will block all that. So, but in this particular example, I'm going to choose none. Then I'll go straight to where I have the website blocking by URL addresses. Here, I'm going to specify all the sites that I want to block. By default, here I want to block www.4chain.org and youtube.com. I can also add Facebook to the list. Then the next thing will be to specifically define the keywords that you want the system to completely block whenever it comes across them, like Nude, YouTube, maybe Facebook. You can list as many as you want. And once you're through with this, the next thing will be to save this configuration. So once this is saved, your Linksys router will automatically start blocking those sites based on the policy that you choose. So let's see if these sites will open. So I'll open to my browser, then I'll type www.4chain.org, enter. You can see this is blocked. Then I'll open to YouTube, www.youtube.com. That's youtube.com. So let's see if that will load. It's trying to load. So nothing is responding here. Then I'll also try facebook.com. So facebook.com, let's see if we can navigate. Now something you have to watch out for is that most of these sites have dynamic IP addresses. So as you're blocking a particular IP, some other new IPs are generated. 4chan.org isn't loading. So that's how you can block your website using your Linksys router. Thank you.